Hey guys, it's the Metal Blade 5, and welcome to my Let's Play of Azure Striker Gunvolt! Finally, something new after so many sequels. It's just like the movie industry. But you can sort of consider this a continuation in the sense that I'm finally going back to the realm of indie games. Many years ago, I Let's Played Shovel Knight, and that was it for so long. But this was always the only other indie game series I had played until Bloodstained Ritual of the Night came out, and even then that was still it. So part of me always considered Let's Playing this game as, again, a sort of continuation on Shovel Knight to sort of go to the other frickin' indie game I've only actually played at the time. But another reason, and it was the main draw of how I got into this frickin' series to begin with, is because it is basically Mega Man with a new coat of paint. Intentionally so. Like, Shovel Knight had some elements that were kind of like Mega Man, but this practically is like a Mega Man game, but with a different name and everything. And of course, I'm pretty much a walking, talking Mega Man guy because of my avatar and username, so I thought, with me already really liking this game to begin with, I thought that it would just make sense, and for numerous years I had plans to Let's Play this game. However, things had always sort of prevented me from actually getting around to doing it. Most of the time it was just because I chickened out like the last minute, because this game is pretty challenging at times. But there was also the factor that there were some times where I had recently played a Mega Man game, like one or two Let's Plays ago, and I felt that it might be a bit redundant to do it this soon after doing that. But now I feel like the stars have aligned in a weird way to make me finally feel confident enough to Let's Play this, and after a fairly decent amount of time since the last Mega Man game I Let's Played, for me to actually do this. So now, no more stalling with the introductions. I've done this intro like 1,000 times because I keep cocking it up. Let's just finally get into this new world and this new scenario. His mission: silence the Muse and free the world from its trance. But the clear-cut lines around him have already started to blur. Well, little terrorist, how does my electro whip taste? You're a pretty big dummy if you think you can oppose Sumeragi. Guess you thought you could eliminate our precious idol Lumen. Or should I say, erase her? You've seen the ads, yes? Our nation's own virtual idol is quite beloved. Lumen, the Muse! I love her too. I just downloaded her new song. As for you though, too bad. Lumen is on a train straight out of here. Oh, feeling hopeless? I know all about Quill's whittle scheme now. But this is no interrogation. I just wanted to torment a cutie pie like you. It's kinda my hobby. Ready, boy? Scream lots and lots for me, please! I see. The Muse has already vacated the premises. You're unharmed? But my electro whip is filled with a high-tension electric current! Why are you so freaking calm? Electric attacks aren't very effective on me. This lightning? No way! You're an adept?! If you don't want to die, stay there and be a good boy. A lightning-based Septima? Then you must be Gunvolt?! See ya, creepy electro whip guy. Thanks for the intel. Codename GV, Gunvolt here. Sheep's free, open the line. This is Sheep's free. Looks like you're still in one piece, Gunvolt. Yeah, I have some new intel. The Muse is en route to a new location. I'm gonna bust out of here and resume the mission. Are you serious? The chance of this being a trap is pretty high. This is Sheep's leader. Roger that. GV, resume the mission. Sheep's free. You catch any new info and keep communication open. Alright. GV, play nice out there. Sheep's 2, change of plans. I'm relying on you to be GV's support. Hey, Sheep's 2 hears you loud and clear. So, the usual routine then? Sheep's 2 to Gunvolt. You only have one life, dude. Take good care of it. Roger that. I'll take the appropriate steps. Appropriate steps? Dude, I don't think you're getting my vibe. Okay. We have a Muse busting mission to restart. Good luck. So the way things work in this game is that you can jump and shoot just like Mega Man. However, Gunvolt's blaster doesn't do that much damage to enemies. Instead, it targets them while doing a little bit of damage. Instead, you press A to use his Septima to activate the flash field that homes onto any enemy that is being targeted and deals damage to them. A single enemy can be targeted up to 3 times, and obviously the more tags that are on them, the more damage it deals. But of course, you can just split out your tags to multiple enemies at once. However, attacking enemies isn't the only thing you can do with this. The elevator's out of order. Looks like the power's been cut. Looks like a little move if I pump electricity into the switch here. First, I gotta shoot the switch to lock onto it. Then, if I zap it with my flash field, we'll be up and running again. Of course, you can just do the sort of standard shock to make it move slowly, but if you hit it multiple times, we can just speed for all this crap! By the way, GV, have you been paying attention to your EP energy levels? Your Septima's lightning power all comes from your EP. Your EP will recover on its own over time, but if you double tap down, you will fully recharge your EP immediately. However, if you run out of EP, you'll overheat. You won't be able to manually recharge or use your flash field. So make sure you recharge before your EP completely runs out. Thanks for the advice, Asimov. Yep, so the little meter that appears when Gunvolt uses the flash field is his EP meter. When that runs out, he cannot use it, and there's also another feature around it. So, another interesting thing about this game is that Gunvolt normally does not take any damage when he is hit by an enemy. Instead, a process called pervasion happens, in which Gunvolt just phases through the attack at the cost of losing a little bit of EP. However, if Gunvolt is hit as he's using the flash field or when he's overheating, he will take damage like a normal character would. But damn, like there, I just got hurt there because I got shot in the middle of the flash field because I did not realize the shutter could reach that freaking high. There. Also, another thing is that, and I should have sped through there, is that when you're using the flash field, your descent is slowed down as well, which is very helpful for some platforming segments later on. And see if I can get through here. Oh, go ahead. I'm stuck in a room with this asshole. And let's see if I can get through here. And oh no! There, and then we should be coming up to this. This is a hexapile. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which is just something you gotta destroy in order to move on to the next area of the level. That's it. And then, yeah, I failed to mention these things as well. These, like, little... I don't know the official names of them, but they're like little chests that you can destroy to get health and items. What I got there was a big health recovery. Which are actually kind of scarce, admittedly, but... There, okay. Also, see there with that enemy with the rocket launcher is that the flash field actually destroys his missile. So in some cases, the flash field can be a form of protection, but not many. So don't rely on it every single time an enemy is going to attack you. And I got a level up, because yes, experience is a factor in this game. Now we have a mini-boss here. You gotta destroy the face first while avoiding all this, but luckily the flash field destroys the missiles here. And then, once he's down, that little core in the back's gonna open up, and we can destroy that with the flash field. One cycle. because if you're not fast enough, you will have to repeat the process again. Now, there is one other thing I've yet to mention. You see in the bottom left corner, there's these symbols here. That is your SP, and what that does, that relates to your specials, which are actually what's in the opposite corner. You have access to up to four specials at a time, I should say. And you just select which one you want to use by moving the right control stick over to it, and then you press it down on the right control stick to actually use it. And you'll kind of see what kind of results you get out there later. And also, the one other thing here is that the little score you get on the right, the official name for that is Kudos. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but okay, can you fucking throw the thing at me, please, so I can kill you? Of course, you get kudos by killing enemies. However, if you get hit 3 times, even with Pervasion, or if you reach a checkpoint, it gets reset to 0. However, in the case of a checkpoint, though, it just basically accumulates all the kudos you had there to reach your final score at the end of the level. That's really it. However, you do kind of get a little bit of a bonus if you manage to keep a streak of over 1,000, which kind of requires you to actually avoid the checkpoints. However, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that because I don't consider myself to be the best at this game, so I'm probably just going to use every single checkpoint when I see it. And obviously, normally I'd be getting through this level much faster, but of course, since I have to explain everything, I kind of need to take a bit slower here. And we should be coming near the end. Okay, no, there should be one more checkpoint. Okay, again, can you please throw your damn bomb so I can kill you? Okay, yeah, avoid the lasers when you see them coming. You can get from there perfectly fine. Where's this one going? Okay, don't go yet. There, this should be the last checkpoint. We got this robot again, but of course we have no crates now to help us this time. Which we're probably going to see its other attack, where... Oh! I've never actually seen him use the attack in the fight, but anyway! That is a skill in action. And I got a new skill from leveling up as well. That one is the Astrosphere, which does a big amount of damage to all enemies within its range. Of course, you go behind the Hexapile, you get another medal here, and I'll teach you what medals do in an instant. At the end of each level, you get your final score and your total clear time, as well as your total ranking, which I believe is based on how fast you got through the level, and your final rank, which I got an A. And then you get these bonus tries with an extra try for each medal you get, because you get this sort of mystery box game where you can get various items and money from just opening these. I have no real sort of trick to this, I just open whatever freaking weird pan I want to make. This must be the car where they hid Lumen's program. What is this? This is... Lumen? No way. It can't be.
Who are you? You aren't a scientist.
She's speaking to me telepathically? Are you Lumen?
I am a manifestation of her septimal power. Most know me as the Muse.
You're not a Sumeragi scientist, right? Please, will you get her, us, out of this place? This is GV. I've engaged the target. Update the mission information. The Muse is no computer program. She's a young girl, and an adept too. Say what? She's not hostile. Seems Sumeragi has been holding her against her will. Those Sumeragi punks! They play so dirty! New mission objective. I'm gonna rescue the girl. You will do no such thing. Eliminate the girl, GV. Asimov? Sumeragi goons are coming. How will you get her out? She might be a trap. You may give her temporary safety, but then what will you do? Does she really have a place with us at Quill?
If that's the case, please, just kill me. They just use my songs to torment everyone. I want no part of that. So, please, just put an end to me.
She's in the same place as I was back then. Asimov saved me from that nightmare. So, I can't waver on this. Don't be willing to throw your life away so easily! If you wish to be free, I'll do what I can to make that happen. I want to help you, so tell me, what do you desire the most?
I want to break out of here and sing my songs.
Okay, you got it. Asimov, I'm taking my leave of Quill. Now, just like you did for me back when you gave me my freedom, I'm going to do everything I can for her. So that's your idea of freedom, Gunvolt? Yes. Very well. You are no longer required to obey our orders. Your name will be removed from our roster. Hey, come on, you guys! What are you saying here? Seriously, dudes? This is overdoing it! It's fine. Thanks for everything, Monica, Zeno. We'll take it from here. Lead the reinforcements to us. As of now, you are not a member of Quill, just a normal civilian. Good luck. Thank you, Asimov.
Feathers? Are you an angel?
I'm GV, Gunvolt. What's your name?
I'm Jewel. This was how GV and I first met. It was a moment that I would remember for the rest of my life. The time the boy with the blue wings gave me my freedom. Even though it only lasted for what felt like a fleeting moment.
It's only been a few decades since the first Adepts began to show up. Them and the supernatural powers that came to be known as Septima. Someone hastily began using them for new types of energy research. That someone was none other than the Sumeragi group. The Sumeragi group is quite old, been around since the Dark Ages. Nowadays, Sumeragi is a large conglomerate of power companies. Their monopoly on the nation's energy supply gave them clout. Once Adepts were perceived as a threat, they came into power. Public order here is unmatched compared to other nations. However, that peace came as a result of Adepts being victimized. Many Adepts were shipped off to protection camps. Energy research experiments were conducted on human beings. Sumeragi had a knack for keeping their inhumane doings a secret. So, those who wanted the truth began to rebel against Sumeragi. That's basically how Quill got started. It stands for Quorum for Unrestricted Information, Law, and Liberty. We're essentially known as the Anti-Sumeragi Resistance Group. I used to be very much a part of that, up until the day I met Jewel. GV to Quill. Today's assignment is complete. I was on my way home after finishing up with a client. After leaving Quill, I became a freelancer. I've been doing this for about half a year now. I guess you could say that I was getting by. The apartment felt a lot more like home nowadays. Great work today, GV. Hey, GV. Almost all of your contracts are with us these days, right? Do you have any desire to join up with us again? You could say Jewel and I are free, but we are wanted criminals. So, most jobs that are left are being the gorilla guy for Quill. Although, I have way more free time now than I did back then. Take your jobs because you guys pay well, that's all. It's just like Asimov said back then, Quill is no place for Jewel. I think what she needs now is a family. It would be the same for hers when you guys took me in, right? That's why I want to be there for her best I can. I understand. How lovey-dovey. Say hi to Jewel for me. Lovey-dovey? That's not what I meant. She hung up there, so she never got to hear my objection. This was a very Monica type of experience. Finally, home at last. Should probably go say hi to Jewel. Welcome home, TV! Great job out there today. I just wish I could, do something for you. You do a lot for me, Jewel. You give me the strength to keep going. When I talk to you like this, and then go out on a mission, you sing your song for me when I don't have the strength to continue on. When I hear it, it gives me the power to stand up and fight once more. GV. And with that, Lumen showed up. You know that's because we're always thinking about you, right? But I wonder if that's really getting through to you. Lumen is the form taken up by Jewel's Septima, the Muse. She does this when Jewel has a hard time expressing herself. She's like Jewel's other self. There's Lumen, the free spirit, and Jewel, the calm and reliable one. They are like close sisters. Jeez! Get out of here, Lumen! Okay. See you later, GV. Oh, I almost forgot. You haven't saved your game yet, right? This game doesn't autosave, so don't forget to manually save, okay? Got it. I can access the save menu by pressing the L button. Choose Talk to Jewel on the L menu to talk with me again. So now we reach up to our stage select, where of course we got a whole bunch of bosses that we can fight in any order, and we can go back to the first level. But of course, the last thing I'm going to do in this episode is go over all the things you can do in Gunvolt's apartment. Of course, there's select a mission, then there is challenges. Every level has a set of challenges. I mean, there's these two generic ones down here, and I believe there's a third one, but basically every level has 3 sets of challenges with 3 each of that set. You have one which is to beat the level in a certain amount of time, one to beat it with a certain rank, and something that's specific to that level. In this case, it was to get through the entire thing without destroying any of the shutters, which of course, I failed at. Now, this is my one real criticism of this game, because I honestly do not like how the challenges are handled. So for one, you have to have already beaten the level in order to even attempt these challenges. So if you manage to actually successfully complete a challenge your very first time, it doesn't count. Like for example here, clear first Sumeragi with a rank of B or higher. I got an A. But because that was my first time playing the level, it doesn't count, so I have to go back and play the level again if I want to get the reward for that, which is dumb. And the other thing is that I believe the next challenge in this set for first Sumeragi is to get an A or higher. Which of course I did, but in order to attempt the higher challenges, well the more difficult ones is more what I mean, you have to have beat the lower difficulty ones. So I need to do this one first, and even if I get an A that time, I still need to go back and play the level again to try and do the challenge. And yeah, I think it's quite dumb, and it kind of just forces you to replay a lot of levels when necessary, and you do get some pretty good things out of this. So what I'm going to be doing is I will be attempting these challenges, but off-screen, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me play the same levels over and over again. The other thing as well is that I pretty much always go after these two because they're simple enough, but the other thing is that you can only attempt 3 challenges at a time, which again is really dumb. So you could select 3, and then you could end up doing a challenge that you didn't obviously accept because you didn't have enough, space, I guess, to accept it, and thus you have to go and do it again. They fixed that in the sequel, but the other issues are still a thing there, which it does bug me. Anyway, next thing is to obviously save the game. Of course, I'm going to do that after I'm done recording here to make sure that nothing's gone wrong. Customize your loadout. So this is obviously to improve GV's abilities. So first is to select your skill. Of course, we have Astrosphere by default, but we also got another one after defeating the boss, which is Galvanic Patch. Stimulates bioelectric current to recover a small amount of HP. I always like to give these skills to the down button. Again, pretty helpful one. There's Gear, which I don't think I can really equip much right now. First, you have Gunvolt's gun, Cerberus. Standard autofire allows up to 3 tags. And yeah, other guns that you can end up unlocking, which is usually after beating certain levels, give you the ability to... Well, they also have various different abilities, but some also obviously have the ability of having more tags. And then, of course, various accessories that can do a couple of things on both of his eyes, because Gunvolt actually has really bad eyesight. He needs eye contacts. And then also a ring and a pendant. And then there's the inventory, which is just I think every single item you have on you. There's not really much to it. And Gunvolt's stats. So, of course, his level, his HP, his EP, obviously SP, and, all that, how close you are to the next level, which to me is not at all. Then there's Synth and Sell at the Dealer. This is how you get other sort of items to equip. Because you get the item, you use the items that you get from the end of the level, like bonus game, and you can use them and pay a small price to sort of make an item that you can equip, which are usually pretty helpful. Again, you get these same kind of items from beating the challenges as well, which is kind of why the game practically encourages you to do the challenges, because some of these are pretty freaking helpful. And of course, you can sell the ones that you don't need. Next up is just configure the game controls, but of course, I'm going with the standard controls because I'm fine with that. And yeah, I'm playing this off of the Striker Pack on the Switch, just in case you're curious. Then there's Talk to Jewel, which I'll save for last, and then there's just View Your Playlog, which I don't even know if I've actually... Okay, that's just sort of your statistics. I've never actually looked at this before, now that I think about it. Okay, the last thing is to go with Talk to Jewel. Come to think of it, Jewel, I don't think I asked. What kind of food do you like or dislike? Food I like or dislike? I'm not good with spicy food. I guess I like sweets, like sweet bean jelly, stuff with red bean. Japanese-style sweets, huh? I was thinking that I could see how to make them, but this time I'll just buy them. You feel a little closer to Jewel. Yeah, there's a lot of sort of cute flavor text between Gunvolt and Jewel there. There's a lot of them though, and it's random which ones you get, so I don't expect to see all of them. But what this does is, this relates to what Gunvolt and Jewel were just talking about before we enter this menu, is that after you talk to Jewel and you start a mission, when Gunvolt dies, there's a chance that Lumen will activate her powers and use her song to create an event called Reincarnation that brings Gunvolt back from the dead with infinite EP, but at the cost of having a lower score by the end of the level. So I guess it's almost like the Super Guide in Mario games. It's a sort of a weird comparison to make there, but you're still fully in control of Gunvolt. Hopefully, I will never have to see that happen because I don't think I am that bad at this game. But anyway, that is everything to go over. So, next time on Azure Striker Gunvolt, we're going to take on the first of these missions. Which one will I do? You probably can already guess. So take care, and I'll see you guys next time.